Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 47 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle. And yeah, I'm in bed and I have zero intentions of getting out of bed today. I'm having such a crazy day, so in my feels, it's not even funny. And I'm just going through it, man. Today's my fast day. So yeah, day 47, fast day. I had such an amazing day yesterday. Well, actually the day before. Anyway, starting to all become a blur because I'm sitting here like trying to process everything. But the end of week 6, my last weigh, I was like 175.0. So I was like so happy and so excited, and I started making all these plans, and I quit vaping, not that day, but that night. Yeah. I was coughing. I felt like I was coughing a lot, and I just thought, how can I be healing my body on this level and be doing so much damage over here? You know, I have no shame around picking that up. I did it at a time that I needed that, and I just made a conscious decision. Anyway, enough is enough. So I threw it in the garbage. And so I'm going through the withdrawal of that. I didn't vape very much nicotine, but enough it was more, I think, a psychological kind of crutch for me. Oh my God. So I'm going through that. And I did it so that when yesterday was my eat day, that I could munch on whatever I wanted to. It was kind of my compromise thing. But I knew that whatever I was going to indulge in yesterday would probably affect my fast today. And I'm not sure which is what's going on, if it's the nicotine withdrawal or the sugar withdrawal now, because I ate quite a bit of, well, not a lot of sugar, but a lot of carbs. I had those little corn chip circle like hoops that crunch, crunch, crunch. And then I had chocolate raisins, glossette raisins. What else? Oh, and then I had some ice cream. I didn't care. I just knew I needed that day to get through that 24-hour period of quitting nicotine. Oh my God, I know I look like crap. I don't even care. I was like, oh, I can't do a video today. This is probably the most difficult day. And I'm just feeling everything. This person came back from the past that I had a relationship with, you know, that I know I'm over, but it just brings up shit when people come back in your life, you know? Anyway, so going through that, just trying to figure stuff out. But then the good news is I got a scholarship for this trauma of money course. I'm just trying to get to the root of everything. I was like, Jesus, girl. But it's all happening, like, it's just happening. So I'm just going with it, but it's hard. Today is freaking so hard. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm just honoring all of it, and hoping that tomorrow, actually tomorrow will be a good day, because I'm gonna be with my family and my grandson, my son, my daughter-in-law, my grandson. And oh my God, they just all bring so much joy to my heart. So that'll be good. And I'm just gonna ride this out. Thank God I don't have to go anywhere. I was thinking I'm gonna join the gym, kind of. I was gonna give up the nicotine and the cost of that, and then replace the addiction with the gym and the cost of the gym. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go today. But there's no way, man. I'll sit there and start. I'd probably start crying. I'm just a mess, and I'm okay with it. But I need to be just here in my comfort zone, and I'm gonna watch some Netflix. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna post this video. It's just a mess. But oh yeah, was I talking about the trauma of money course? Yeah, so that's a diploma course or a certificate course, I think, to help people work through, well, it's first to help me work through money issues, financial money issues, and then I will be qualified to teach it to other people at the end of the course. So yeah, that's really good. I was really happy. That was good news. So anyway, I just want to let people know that it's okay to struggle sometimes, and it's okay to like take care of yourself in whatever whatever that means or looks like for you, as long as it's healthy, right? I mean, oh, it just, the only way through some of this darkness, the way out of this darkness is just to go through it. It's very painful. And then I'm listening to music and I'm just like, ah. Anyway, tomorrow's a new day. And I'm grateful for this channel that I can just put this, I don't know if it's crazy or whatever, but it's good for me. Anyways, guys, closing out day 47. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 48 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle, and today is my eat day. But I'm actually still fasting because I'm about 20 minutes or so away from the 36-hour mark. And I want to really keep my fast days consistent of 36 hours. So I'm gonna just tough it out for the next 20 minutes. But I have some great things. I'm going to break my fast with some grapes. And I also have strawberries. I don't know if I'll have those. And I also got a bunch of apples, because in the fall here in Canada, apples are like aplenty. And then I also made some homemade sourdough bread, which I'm going to have. I have some leftover hummus, and tonight I'm going to be with my family. We're going to have lobster. Yeah, so, oh, and did I say I'm going to make an apple crisp? So also, I just wanted to just talk about yesterday, because it was one of the most brutal fast days in the 48 days. Well, I did have another really hard fast day in week 2 or 3, which I consider like one of the hardest. And there was a bunch of things going on. It wasn't just fasting. It was like mega stress. And, I made it through. And again, I referred to my why list. And I also had a moment where it was like, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this. But what I realized was, in that moment of just, it was like max hard, it would have been off the charts hard if I had failed, or if I had given in or bailed or ate. So I kept telling myself, don't. And then I had to just like completely detach from the feeling. I was watching movies and then it would hit me again. I'd be like, oh my God, this is so hard. So anyway, I made it through. But what I did do is I had also at this, like 2 or 3 days before, I had stopped vaping. Like, it's like a form of smoking. But I gave into that because I just couldn't. There was the stress, there was the fasting, there was detoxing from the nicotine, and then I was also detoxing from all the sugar I'd eaten the day before. So I made the commitment that no matter what, I was going to get through the fast. But I just felt like I was just so overwhelmed with everything and the stress and everything. So I ended up smoking because I just felt like I needed something, and I wasn't going to turn to emotional eating. It's still totally not healthy. It's still, something I'm still going to tackle and I want out of my life. But in those moments, in those hours, and it happened between the 20 and 24 hour mark. So anyway, it is what it is, and I don't have any shame around it. I do not want to have that as part of my life, but in the next whatever, how many hours, I'll pull it all together and just deal with it. Yeah, so I wanted to just share that, and then I was like, oh God, the video I made yesterday, it was so raw. Like I was just I couldn't even really get out of bed. It was really intense. But I thought, I'm just going to post this because this vlog for me is really about the realness of this journey. And if that turns some people off, then that's what it is. But I'm also vlogging for me because in the future, when I succeed, and success for me is not reaching the end goal. Success for me is overcoming each one of these hurdles. I can't even express to you how amazing, I felt when I woke up and I was like, oh, I was true to myself. I stayed true to myself. Yeah, there was some like, oh shit, I ended up smoking, but the success through ADF is not like, if, one of my goals is to lose 50 pounds, but it's overcoming each of these little tiny things. And for me, that's raw and it's intense and it's gritty. And that's what I want to show. If I can show that to myself and express that to the world, and if it helps somebody who's also experiencing that intense struggle, you can get through it. Like, it's possible. And it exponentially makes you aware of how strong you are, of that getting to that ultimate goal is a succession of these little challenges mixed in with all of the victories. Anyway, I'm going to post it because whatever, all the stuff I just explained. And then this morning when I got on the scale, it went up 2 pounds. And this is what happened to me my last struggle day, my last fast day. Oh, and I also woke up like at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, this is so massively hard. But when I got on the scale and it went up 2 pounds, I was just like, but I don't even care because I know it's going to balance out. Whatever made the scale go up, it doesn't matter in this moment. I'm not going to I'm not even going to give it any thought. I'm just talking about it because it's going to be a part of my week 7 vlog. The victory for me is I made it through that fast day. Anyways, this is long, but I just wanted to share that, and I'm hoping to get through this stressful time and, all the stuff that's going on in my life. But, so I'm going to close out day 48, and I look forward to day 49. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Hi, guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 49 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle. And today is my fast day. And it's going really well. Not hungry at all. But I've really feasted yesterday. What did we have? Tons of lobster, tons of butter, my sourdough bread with all kinds of fixings around that. And then I also made apple crisp. We had that, and we also had vanilla ice cream on that. So, and I didn't really eat a whole lot leading up to that big dinner feast that we had. So, I felt so full at the end of it, but I enjoyed it. And I didn't push past, that sense of, fullness. It was really I was mindful of how I was dealing with the whole thing. Anyway, When I did get home, like after I finished the meal, I hit the app to end my eating window. And then about, I don't know, maybe an hour or two after that, I felt hungry. And I was like, oh, typically I would have indulged that, but I didn't. I said, nope. You know, that's what I love about this app, is that once I hit that button to switch from eating to fasting or fasting to eating, it's like a mind click thing. It's like, nope, it's just a simple little thing, but it's really been a powerful tool for me. Anyway, and then I was just thinking as well, you know, I've been in this kind of hard phase with processing stuff, and I was kind of like, oh my God, now I'm in my fast day and all these emotions that are still lingering. But, you know, I decided I'm not going to indulge that, like, you know, going down the rabbit hole, and really coming to the realization that there are things happening externally in my life and everybody's life, I'm sure, in the world, that I can't control. Like, things are happening and I, you know, it's happening. So I thought, what can I do? All I can do in this moment, I mean, there are other things I can do to change certain things, or, you know, things around that. But mostly for the things that are like completely out of my control, is I'm just going to shift how I perceive that and how I react to that. So, I mean, there's a tons of things I could share around that. But anyway, I think it's a really helpful thing if you're overwhelmed. Well, for me, I have been feeling overwhelmed, and like, just that can paralyze me. So anyway, just sharing that that's one of the things that I'm implementing, because the old pattern of emotional eating can just, it creeps up. And once it gets a hold, like, that's, for me, that's a big shift in my life, to move away from dealing with stress or external anything, is to do that. Because if something is difficult, it creates an emotion. You know, it's just that awareness, and doesn't mean it's not easy. It's sometimes, for me, it's been hard, but then there's been days where my fasts have been like just bliss. But I have that now. I have that memory of amazing fast days and clearing out old shit that's keeping me from moving forward in my life. Anyways, guys, yeah, these are going to be some long videos just because I'm like so in some stuff. Anyway, closing out day 49. I hope you guys have an awesome day. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 50 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle, and today is my eat day. So I went like 36 hours and 30 minutes or something like that, which was awesome. I wasn't really hungry at all this morning, but just having an awesome day. Thank goodness. Man, the last 3 or 4 days were just so intense. So I'm happy to be happy, and just, yeah, moving through that hard stuff. So anyway, going to have a snack now. What did I have? I had some sourdough bread with hummus, and then I had these little pretzel bites. I've just kind of been on the run. And then I was thinking, I've been craving like soup. Getting kind of cool here, but I didn't get the stuff for the soup that I want. So I don't know, I'm gonna pull something together. I'm thinking maybe a grilled cheese with my sourdough bread, or yeah, something like that. I'll have one more meal now. I'll probably close my eating window about 6, and then just carry on. Okay, I hope everybody's having a great week. I will see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 51 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle, and today is my fast day. So everything is going really well. I just kind of feel like maybe I'm a little bit feeling under the weather. Possibly a cold is brewing, so I took a natural supplement or immune booster type of product with echinacea, I think, is in it. Anyway, that seems to kind of be helping a little bit. I also made a second coffee just because it's warm and soothing. And then I'll be heading to work fairly soon. And while I'm in town, I'm going to pick up some things to make a big pot of soup. And then I have some of my sourdough levain going. So I might make sourdough buns or, you know, something nice to go with my soup. I'm going to have my oatmeal that I'll prepare tonight as well for the morning. And yeah, just have a nice calm. I'm purposely having a calm day just because, you know, the beginning of week 7 was it's just been like 2 or 3 days of like sort of not nonstop. Like it's slowly diminishing like that. Well, if you're watching me in this video, you'll have seen the last 2 or 3 updates of those days. Just brutal. But I'm just looking forward. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to shut down day 51, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 52 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle, and today is my eat day. And I'm having a really great day. I spent the morning with my grandson. He's in a little gym class, which I went to see, which was absolutely adorable. These little kids interacting with each other. So that was really nice. And then I came home. I've been resting, doing some baking, and I'll show you what I've got brewing in the kitchen in a sec. I got on the scale this morning and it was 175.8, which is the exact same as my last weigh-in, I think. But it's still up actually from the end of my week 6. You know, it is what it is, but I'm going to make some shifts. I decided, you know, my last 3 or 4 eat days have just been kind of wild and crazy and really not, I wasn't being mindful. I mean, I was staying within my eating window, but not really paying too much attention to health and nutrition and that kind of stuff, which is fine. But I'm going to rein it in now and just try to break my eating or close my eating window around 5 or 6 for the next few eat days. And then also cut out a bunch of the crap that I was eating. And there's really no social functions this week, at least. There will be next week or the first week of October because we got birthdays and stuff. Anyway, so I'm just going to be super mindful of what I'm eating and closing my eating window, and then really hyper focus on my fast to nourish my, like, drink a little bit more water, and I'm going to have some Epsom salt baths and do some walking during my fast. You know, I just want to kind of shift things from the beginning of week 7, which was just anyway, letting it go. So here, I'm going to show you what I've got brewing. Yes, there we go. So I'm making homemade focaccia, which I started last night, and it's just perfect. It's like nice and bubbly. And on here I have, and this is my sourdough focaccia. So I've got avocado oil, sea salt, and some dried basil. And so that's going in the oven in a minute. And then I made that big pot of soup that I was been craving, can't really see. Anyways, that's my week. That's my day 52. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Deborah. Today is day 53 of my alternate day fasting lifestyle, and today's my fast day. And I'm just outside. It's a really gorgeous day, but it's windy, and I just wanted to have some time outside before I head to work. So everything's going great fast-wise. I'm not hungry. I'm just in a weird, always at the end of one of these weeks, I start to reflect and process and everything. And because week 7 has just been a crazy ride, I feel like there's even more to process. And then on top of that, there's this pressure feeling I have that, oh my God, my weight's gone up this week, and then I have to get on the scale tomorrow, all that old crap. And then on top of that, having making the commitment to post everything online, I was just like, girl, what are you doing? But it's good. It's good for me, because what I'm reflecting on is I was like, oh, maybe I'm in a plateau, but I don't believe I'm in a plateau, because a plateau is, you've been doing all the things that you normally do regularly, and then your weight doesn't fluctuate. And that's not what week 7 has been for me. It's been anything but normal or consistent, at least in terms of my eating window. Thankfully, yeah, I've dialed in my fasting protocol. But yeah, definitely my eating, eat days, the times have fluctuated, the different things that I've been eating. And I've actually realized that I did quite a bit of emotional eating, but on my eat days and never outside of that. So for that, I'm so proud of myself. But I realize I can't expect, these fabulous results in terms of weight loss. And I'm just talking about weight loss here and the scale, because so many amazing things have also happened this week, and I'm so grateful for. But so in terms of the scale, I was eating a lot of, especially at the beginning of week 7, where, if you're watching me now, you've seen already what's gone down. So yeah, some emotional eating within my eating window, and I see all of these things as a benefit, because it used to be, if there were all these things happening and it was affecting my eating or my diet or my weight or whatever, I would just, freak out. And I'm taking this as an opportunity to rein it in and not do anything too radical at the same time. So, these are big changes for me, and it's all good stuff. From my philosophy, and I know that the way I think is radical, in the sense that, I think for myself, I advocate for other people to do that. And I know that that's it's a taboo thing, or it's considered radical in this day and age, and that's fine. I don't really care. But when I'm figuring out my life, I do that, and I support other people who do that. I don't know, call me weird, that's just my thing. So, I'm trying to stay away from listening to what other people are doing, especially in these moments. I think it's really important, because when someone else says, you shouldn't do this, or you should do that, or you can get caught on that crazy train so fast. So I'm proud of myself today that I'm taking the time, I'm going inside, I'm figuring out and I don't even know if the scale is going to go up tomorrow, or maybe it'll stay the same. It doesn't even matter in this moment. I feel like I've come to this place of, here's where I am, here's what happened for the last few days, and now I'm just going to shift. So I don't know if this ramble is making any sense, but so in all that, next week, I'm not going to make too many radical changes. I think I talked about this in the last one, in my last video, is that for the eating, I'm going to cut out processed food and junk food. Mostly it's been junk food, and that's, usually what my emotional eating is. I've had lots of crunchy pretzels and some chips, and then I had a social event where I ate really late one night. So none of that is going to be a part of my life next week. So I'm really going to use that as an opportunity to stick to my whole food plant-based. The things that were working in like week 4, 5, and 6, just bring it back. That's what was working. Just do the damn thing. Okay, guys, I'm closing out week 7. I'm going to get on the scale tomorrow, and then I'm just walking away from week 7, and I'm looking forward to week 8. All right, guys, have an awesome day wherever you are.